There he is.
Hey, weren't we just doing this like 30 seconds ago? Hey, and welcome to...
Costume change.
Yes, a costume change. Welcome to the very... Well, I think I got to do this. We haven't figured this out completely, as you can see.
I like how it's
So I go like, hey, I need to put like a face there or something.
So
Anyways, welcome to the first edition of What the Bleep Is That?
What the bleep is that?
Patient edition.
Yes.
So, patients, potential patients out there, past, previous, future, have you been to the dental practice and have had this done to you? This is weird. It's like,
The almighty impression.
we'll get it done.
Oh, I've got a little treat for you. Robin, bring in Stephen Baldwin's mold for Doug to look at. Open wide. All right, now bite down. Through your nose. Just breathe through your nose. Don't panic.
The classic analog impression, a staple of dentistry for years. So not the most, it's an effective method of dentistry. It's very widely used, and we can't knock it for its efficiency and accuracy. But I don't think, well, maybe some patients know, but there's another way to do this. And I'm going to fire it over to Tyler to talk about that.
Yes. There I am. I'm live.
We're doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Live.
we've all had an impression done at some point. I did Invisalign. I did clear aligners years ago, and it's interesting because I did Invisalign so long ago that the first time we did Invisalign, we had to do full impressions. So full impression upper, full impression lower. Didn't get it right the first time, so we had to do it a number of times.
So Ty, maybe we should let's talk about why an impression taking process is done in dentistry.
Well, they want to create a negative of the teeth. So basically what they do is they're taking that impression so that they can get the impressions of your teeth. And then they'll take stone and they'll pour up a stone model. And they'll use that model to make whatever prosthetic that they need to, whether it's a prosthetic or if it's clear aligners. They need that sort of negative imprint of your teeth so that they can work off of a stone version of your teeth, also known as a model. So they can do clear aligners with it. They can make crowns with it. They would mount the crown on there to make sure that it fits properly. They're basically replicating your teeth with a stone material so that they can create, whether it's a crown or a bridge or dentures,
Orthotic.
anything that they use that model to create the prosthetic that they're eventually going to be putting in your mouth. So the impression is a critical part of the process because it's really what gives the dentist a reference point on what your teeth look like, so they can work on them and create what needs to be done. So if you had an impression before, like I'm not traditionally a gagger. They say, "Oh, I'm a gagger. I can't have impressions done." I'm not a gagger, and I've gagged having an impression done. Like sometimes it's just what it is. It's not a super pleasant experience. It's not a horrible experience. I think that if we talk about, hey, there's another way that impressions can get done, that's kind of what we want to talk about today on What the Bleep Is That. So I'm going to tell a quick story about a friend of mine. We were hanging out at a social event, and he said, "Hey, Tyler, you're in dental. Have you seen these scanner things that they put in your mouth, and they don't have to take an impression anymore? They just take this digital scan of my teeth, and it goes in the computer, and I can see this 3D version of my teeth on the computer." And I said, "Yeah, it's an intraoral scanner." So, and I said they can use those intraoral scanners now instead of taking impressions. And he kind of looked at me with a surprised look on his face, and he said, "Why does every dentist not have one of these? It makes the impression taking process so much better." Now, is it going to completely eliminate impressions? No, there's still going to be a need for impression material.
Yes.
There's alginates and whatnot.
There's some cases where a dentist can't get the data that he or she needs to create what he needs to create.
Just to get that, to get the most lifelike replication of the teeth.
And also the issue is that we have soft tissue in our mouths, and scanners take a static picture. It doesn't move, and your soft tissue in your mouth, it moves. So that's the challenge.
That is the challenge. But that's getting a little bit technical. The sort of the overarching discussion here today is to talk about, hey, there's another way that impressions can get taken, and that's digitally with an intraoral scanner. By intraoral means it's a scanner that goes into your mouth and scans the teeth. They then, once they capture a digital rendering of the teeth, it goes into the computer. The computer can create a 3D virtual model of your teeth, and then they can send that digital file off to the laboratory. The laboratory can then design the appliance, whatever's going in your mouth, and then fabricate it and send it back to you. It makes the process a lot more streamlined, and it's a lot more comfortable, according to a lot of patients. I've had intraoral scans done before. Like I said, I had many impressions done in the past with Invisalign. I shouldn't say many, but I've had a few. And I've had a few crowns made. But I think from 2011 going forward, my dentist had an intraoral scanner, and friends of mine who are dentists have had intraoral scanners. So I've really sort of gravitated towards those dentists to say, I don't really want an impression. I'd like you to do an intraoral scan for a variety of reasons. Most importantly, that it's just more comfortable. So does that sort of encapsulate the difference between impressions and digital impressions?
And by all means, any patient out there that has any questions in regards to modern day methods and maybe there's some anxiety out there, we're happy to answer any questions. So please,
we've got access to a lot of professionals,
yes,
who sell these products, these scanners, and dentists that use them.
Yes, most
of our dentists on the Dentist on Demand platform, I think the majority of them have intraoral scanners. And it's a great tool for dentists. It's a nice selling tool for dentists to say, hey, I've got an intraoral scanner. So if you need a crown, or if you want to do clear aligners, we will be doing a digital scan of your teeth. Yep.
Even here, some good folks on our Dentist on Demand platform, Dr. Leanna Lund in Aldergrove. Lovely practice. Who else, Ty?
Who else? Yeah, I think most of
Dr. Vora.
Dr. Vora's got a scanner. Shafiq's got a scanner up the road here, Dr. Kara. The majority, like I said, of our dentists on Dentist on Demand are fairly technically inclined and astute, and digital, which is really cool. So from a patient perspective, that's what an intraoral scanner is and does. And most dentists now are really moving in that direction. A good percentage of the dentists out there have these. So should
we show the folks what it looks like?
Yeah, so now, again, in accordance with our What the Bleep Is That. So when you see one of these now, so let's play the video. And when you see one of these now, you're going to know what it is and say, yeah, cool, my dentist has one of those. And they use it on me. And I had...
It looked like she had a tooth jewel. It's a cool thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool thing.
Yeah, I see those from time to time. They're really cool. So that's what it is. That's what it does. And as you can see, that one little shot there where he's got the 3D virtual model on the computer, and he can spin it around and educate the patient on what they need to have done, or what treatment options are available to them. So also a really effective tool for education, right? So that's in intraoral scanners. And don't be shy. Ask your dentist, hey, do you do digital scans? Do you do digital impressions? So next time you ask that, you'll know what those are.
And follow us. There might be some more What the Bleeps coming.
Yeah, we're gonna have lots more of these coming. If you see something in the dental office and you're like, what is that? Feel free to drop us a line and we'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Everything from CBCT scanners to endo units, you name it.
Well,
we can jump into it and talk about it.
No, it's a big blank. They don't know what that means. Anyways.
Exactly.
Happy Friday. We'll see you soon.
Happy Friday. And hey, we might also have dentists on here talking about procedures, right?
Oh, that's true. Thanks, Brett.
Did we get a comment?
We did. Let's throw her up.
Did we get is it a comment or a question?
Oh,
we've got a monitor up there. That's why every time I look up there, I'm looking at the monitor.
Here we go. Thanks, Brett.
Oh, thanks, Brett.
She's lovely.
She's fantastic.
Follow her on Instagram.
Follow her. Check out her content.
She knows what she's doing.
All over social media. If you want to have a really good social media expert in your corner, talk to Britt.
Yeah, we do.
She's awesome.
Goodbye.
That's it for today. We'll see you on the next one.
Toodaloo.